Well, hi, y'all. Not even a minute in, we already got a comment. Shout out to Live with 25. Yeah, that was a big understatement. 25.
I appreciate you so much, 25. Man, you literally put me under your wing, man, and you showed me around yesterday, man. I couldn't ask for anything better, man. Much love for that, 25.
So welcome to the. Now we tried to do this last night, but it was a very, very long evening for you boys. We didn't get. We appreciate it because we didn't get the chance to do what we do, but here we are. So Donut just said it's very rare that you see us doing a show at 2:39 in the afternoon on a Monday because right now he's on the road going to work. But your boy put in some work last night. But nonetheless, here to recap what we saw not only in Vegas but what we saw in Asbury Park, New Jersey, and the unfortunate situation that we saw in Cincinnati. Go ahead.
Can I have a second real quick? Go ahead. I just want to say, I want to get out the way before we get in there. Watching the A7 on TV instead and being there, I know we say that it's totally different atmosphere and blah, blah, yada, 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 but that was real. To see those players and the intensity that they had, given that it was playoffs, but the hits are real. I mean, there was blood yesterday. I mean, it's on out war out there, and these players take this stuff serious. And kudos to these grown men out there putting their bodies on the line when they don't have to do it. They do have 9 to 5s and stuff like that, but they come out there and they put their bodies on the line, and they try to give you a tremendous product, which was seen yesterday. And I had a great time, from doing camera work to being on the ones and twos with my brother Chris and the Viking, which the Viking is advertised, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I couldn't. It was so amazing meeting everybody. Everybody made me feel like I was one of them. And like 25 said, it's more to come. So stay tuned. It's gonna be more Mizzle back at the A7 on the mic, camera, whatever they need me to do, because it's fun. So I recommend subscribe. And if you can get to a game. If it's in Vegas, Cincinnati, the East Coast, this A7 is some real stuff. But I just wanted to say that, Dub. Now let's get to it.
Well, shout out to you, Mr. Hornby, because you, Mr. Hornby, played fantastic last night.
Yes.
In your contributions to helping over the top in the losing streak and advance to the next round on the semifinals. 2-5 is already clowning. Oh, dear Lord. But anyways, subscribe to Live with 2-5 on
please do
on his YouTube page.
It's coming.
Yeah, it is coming.
Cooking up something here pretty soon.
But for me, which I haven't done my post yet because I've been doing laundry and taking a nap. But for me personally, it's one thing to co-host a podcast with your brother from another who you've known literally since the first day of high school, and here we are 27 years later. It's one thing to do that, and it's one thing to have been doing that coming up on our 4-year anniversary at the end of this month. But it's another thing to, and I mean, before we get started, Mizzle, when I first started doing this A7FL stuff, and even when I was doing high school sports for NFHS Network, Mizzle has been one of my biggest supporters and one of my biggest fans. Not to sound like he's a fanboy, but he's been one of my biggest supporters, along with a whole lot of other people. Because, like I said, people that have really known me since I was 5 years old, all I want to do was just be behind a mic and talk sports, be it on a show, be it doing play-by-play for live games. And since September of 2022, I've had that honor and privilege. Now, I said that the May 5th game between Cincinnati and Salmax by far was the greatest game I've ever called, which I still stand by that I do. But last night for me, just getting the chance to do, in a sense, a game and a half with my co-host and a brother Fernando is something that I will cherish until God calls me home. God willing,
even when He calls me home, I'm still gonna cherish it.
But God willing, this won't be the last. Hopefully, this will be one of many more. And I mean, not just with A7, hopefully with the United Basketball League, whatever, what's going to come of that. Hopefully, do some boxing events because Lord knows, me and Mizzle will really be like 12 years old if we get to do a boxing event. But not just like I said, it was an honor for me. And again, for Scott and Chris to be so welcoming of him, along with Live with 2 along with Derek and Mel. It looked like I was a very proud dad on yesterday.
You and Mel. I say you and Mel because boy, that boy Mel got some good shots at me, boy.
Yeah, he did. But just for you, but for you, just being on the field with the camera, what was that like? Just seeing the camera views and just being there in the trenches per se.
I appreciate what Mel does even more. Holding that camera and to see the things that he does, getting the angles, and just how he starts it off. Sometimes he starts off by himself and then he gets, some of the help, but just to appreciate more of what he does. But to record you, Chris, and the Viking, at halftime.
What's up,
That was awesome. That was awesome. That was right there was probably the moment right there. And seeing some of the passion from these coaches at halftime that I got to shoot, talking to these players, or the players talking to each other. Like you felt a playoff atmosphere yesterday. As Chris said earlier in the broadcast, the Insomniacs came out with a different look in their eye.
They did.
Mr. Wilkerson had a different look in his eye. He was running a lot harder. He said he wanted to get on defense and set the tone, and that's what he did. So to get the shoot that and to see what goes on behind the scenes, and that was great, man. Like I said, I'm gonna cherish this one forever, even when I'm 6 feet or burned in an urn or something. However Nicole decides to do it, however it goes. But
well, Cuz just said,
hey. I could get some more practice, man. I would love to get more practice because if anybody knows, if you saw the camera moving a little bit, I don't know my standing angles yet, how to hold the camera. So I apologize if everything didn't come sharp, but what comes with more, I'll get better. I'll get better. And and I want to say this too. I am super proud of myself. Not a single cuss word came out of my mouth yesterday on broadcast. And that was the one thing that I was worried about was trying not to embarrass the product. I know myself. I know that sometimes I can get a little excited and just boom, a cuss word to come out without even thinking. So to see all that excitement going on and still for me to hold my composure, that lets me know that I'm pretty good, that I can get on live TV and be all right.
Well, like I said, my friend, you've come a long way.
Thank you.
There was some playoff football.
Yes.
From both sides, on both sides of the coast. We're going to kick it off with Asbury Park, New Jersey, as the Covington Heights made their way to Asbury Park, the site of the championship game on July the 21st, and they took on Patterson U. Now, on the scoreboard, it will say the Patterson U won by a final score of 32-13, which is true.
Yes.
But what is also true is the score really did not tell the story of that entire football game because the Covington Heights came there, they played tough, for a while, the score was only 6-0. The U scored a touchdown, and the Heist was playing stingy, stout defense, but of course, Huff being Huff. Well, I mean, they have a Gaither. You guys have a very, very, very good chance to do so.
And I like you guys' chances too.
That you guys you guys are very, 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 very talented.
One more thing. It was also hard to take away my fandom. I mean, goodness gracious, the moment that I saw Munchie, I damn near lost my ish. He's one of my favorite players, man. Like I have to take my fandom away, but it was so hard not to just go up there and be like, ah. Okay, I'm dead. But I do like six chances though. I know we'll get into that in a bit, but
the
foreshadowing.
Their chances are very good, but the Heist definitely left some plays on the field, overthrows, drop balls. Well, I'll say this, Gaither. If you do get the chance to play, if you get cleared to play, you are very dynamic, which
indeed.
If you haven't seen Ron Gaither's highlights, go watch Gaither's highlights from the fall, bro. When he was playing for the Alienators, he did some fantastic things on defense, on offense, on the throw one. Ronald Gaither can play this game, folks. So go watch some film on him, if you will.
Oh yeah.
But nonetheless, it's just if you would talk to the Heist, they probably would say we left some plays on the field, which
gotta
they
catch
did.
the ball. Gotta catch.
Yeah, you gotta help the quarterback, but also if you're the quarterback,
gotta put it there.
On some of your passes, the quarterback has to put it, because I mean there were a couple of plays that I was able to watch because I was doing my other job inside the house of the Lord. But
Amen.
Just some of the plays that I saw, it was just he threw the ball too late because or one particular drive, the Heist were on the move trying to score, and they were in scoring territory. And if he would have thrown it sooner or thrown it over the defender's set, he had a receiver open in the end zone, but it turned into an interception.
Yeah.
And of course, the U took advantage and turned that into a score. But I mean, there were plenty of chances for the Heist to make this a competitive game. And I mean, it was 26-12 for a minute, but at the end, the U scored again. And now I'll tell you what's coming up in 2 weeks. If you like quarterback play of the A7FL, it really gets no better than seeing Huff and Mark Backpay on the same field for a chance to get one game closer, because the winner of that game obviously will go to the Eastern Conference Championship game, as we still awaiting the fate for the Triton BIC, as the BIC took care of business against the Eastern Gate Orange 44-0. And greetings to you too, Mr. Jones, and thank you for watching last night, because I know you were the giddiest of giddies.
One of our many supporters. One of our many supporters for this show.
But I think here in the case of the BIC, I pretty much said it was a scrimmage, and it pretty much was. They handled business 44-0. As again, BIC will await what will happen to them. We don't know if they will get an automatic bid to the Eastern Conference Championship game because of the unfortunate situation that took place in Cincinnati yesterday, which for the second straight year.
Are we allowed to talk about it, or is it? Are we done with the subject? Are we washed?
I just say we'll just like brief it per se.
Okay.
But it's just
it's no place for it.
I go back to last year. Title game, Blitzity between the Nightcrawlers and Insomniac, and how it was a fantastic game, how it delivered. And on that night, I said it was a win for the whole entire league, and hopefully the league can build off that, because, I mean, obviously, you're trying to get sponsorships. You're trying to get, you're trying to get more eyes to notice you. I mean, get an endorsement deal, get a sponsor dealership. I mean, because I know a lot of the goals.
And start getting paid for this.
Yes.
Start making some money.
I know the eventual goal for Derek Duncan, and by no means am I speaking for Derek Duncan, but I know one of his goals is to get his players paid.
And without a shadow of a doubt, I feel that's what Derek wants to do.
Get paid, has insurance, this, that, and the third, just the whole 9 yards. And the unfortunate situation of what happened, and I've seen different angles of the video of what happened in Cincinnati. For those that don't know what happened, there was a playoff game between the Baltimore Watchmen and the Cincinnati Chaos, and they played about 8 minutes of the first quarter, and then, in a sense, to use an old wrestling term, a pure six brawl happened, and
slobber knocker in the wrong way,
and that was the end of that. Again, we don't know what the league is going to decide. That's their decision. Which is why we say we don't know what's going to happen to the BIC, because the BIC can either get an automatic bid to the East Conference title game and await the winner between the U and the Nightcrawlers to determine the Eastern Conference Championship. The score at the time was 2-0 Chaos, as they got 2 points on a safety for a penalty for holding in the end zone.
Yeah.
Which that too could be debatable. We don't know.
Yeah. As I said when we were watching it, and of course, I saw it live, but you were doing your due. That did not look like that was hatred, how that was thrown out there. There was no something was said, let's throw a few little things like that. That looked like straight hatred. And that was bad to see, man. Bad to see, especially for this league. But I know it's been talked about enough. We can't talk much about it, but let's talk about the positive things that came out of it yesterday, man, and how we had some great games.
Well, here in Las Vegas, we saw the Insomniacs begin defense of their championship, and they responded in a mighty way as Donnie Lyons, he set the tone with the throw return for a touchdown. The Insomniacs.
I got returns on returns yesterday.
That you did. Now
Me
I will
and Chris were calling them. Chris was foreshadowing a lot, and I take away from everything. But me and him were looking at y'all, and I say so, especially with the ball in hand. And when every time that happened, I looked up at Chris and I was like, "You think we go get one?" And he was like, "It's very possible." At the moment he said that, pew! The 3-on-1 was spectacular yesterday.
Well, I mean, there are certain people you don't want to give ball in hand to, but I'll say this. Savion Cunningham is definitely one person you don't want to give ball in hand to.
He's special.
Because once he gets to the edge and gets to the sideline and you see that ludicrous speed, as we like to say from time to time,
yes,
there's no way you're going to get him.
No.
But I mean, it just is what it is. Oh, wait a minute.
He's special. Very special, talented player. What you got for us, brother?
Well, I don't know if I'm allowed to. He is Gaither. He is. Without a shadow of a doubt, he is.
Wow. Yeah. He's a very, very special player.
But he was definitely and we'll get to that in a second. But the Insomniacs just came out, and I mean, again, we were privileged to have Munchie interview with us after the game, and basically, he just
what an interview! I recommend you go watch the end.
So, which he basically just said, when it's money on the line, we don't lose. And right now,
but rightfully so, they're defending champs. He can say that they're the defending champs, and he's not wrong. Until someone else wins the championship and the chips, the Fetty, the Luciana, he has a right. He has the ultimate right to say that. And
well, he's a different breed.
Oh man, Munchie is a whole different football player.
And I mean, we also had the head coach, Coach James Burgoyne, who joined us before he gave the mic to Munchie. But basically, he just said
little. But it was so much, if that makes sense. He didn't say much, but he said a lot.
Sometimes he doesn't need to say much at all.
No.
He lets his players do the talking for him. and he just lets them be them because like I said, it's been dissected so many times. A lot of them are coaches anyway. Scooter coaches at Western, Munchie coaches where we play at Matter Academy. Of course, Big Kenny Mac does what he does with his son and coaching linemen. Of course, Coach Dyson does what he does. And even though he wasn't there because he was coaching some kids in San Diego, but Chris McWilliams, he's also a coach. So there's a lot of insomniacs.
Everywhere you look is coaches.
Yeah.
Everywhere you
so
look is coaches.
They don't get flustered. They don't get irritated with themselves.
No.
They don't argue. It's like, okay, we didn't do this, so next time we'll do this, this, and this, and then boom, there you go. And again, they weren't playing with their full squad because David Clark wasn't there. One of their top pass targets. Yes. Obviously, a person that you wanted to meet was doing other stuff for the police and fire Olympics because
I totally understand. But man, he was another player that I was looking to talk to. But it'll happen. This is like I said, this ain't the first, and it won't be the last that you will see me at A7.
But at the end of the day, the Insomniacs get the win, and for the second straight year, they punched their ticket into the Western Conference Championship game, and they will await the winner. As we will take the week off for Father's Day to honor all you great dads, and then we come back at it on the 23rd of June with only one game, and that is the semifinals to see who meets the Insomniacs in the Western Conference Championship between Over the Top and Sick-Witted, of course. Sick-Witted will have 3 weeks off, so they definitely will be well rested.
Indeed.
Don't know if that will play in the rust factor. We don't know. We'll just have to see when we get back out there on June.
Well, you will hope that they're somewhere training, keeping their bodies loose and stuff like that.
Well,
I know everybody has 9 to 5s, but hopefully they're doing some form of keeping their body, football shape, not football shape, but football ready.
Well, I'll say this.
Tell us how you really feel, Mr. Gaither.
Gaither has no filter.
Hey, he's on the right show.
Yeah, he has no filter. Like if Sick was playing yesterday, you would have basically just how Oos be doing open mic night on the Mizzle Dub show. That's Ronald Gaither.
Shout out.
That's Ronald Gaither for sure.
Shout out to
so
Big Oos.
He's part of that. He's part of that open mic night. But one thing I know about Coach Mark Ray, he will have Sick ready to play. Not that they need the extra motivation because they don't. They will be ready to play. But again, as I said, could the force an upset because there's some talent on that squad too, but it just didn't come to fruition last night. But it was once again the steady hand of Scott Scooter Hamilton that just.
I thought the force defense would have held up a little stronger, but then as you were about to get into, we saw Scooter do some things that was ridiculous.
Well, first,
Scooter threw 2 passes without even looking at where the ball was going. He knew where the ball was going, but he wasn't looking where the ball was going. So
again,
he made my eyes pop out my glasses.
when you have Eric Schuford Jr. as a security blanket for lack of a better term,
his nickname ain't Fourth and Munchie for a reason.
And when you have Anthony Wilkerson also, it makes things. And Richard Juice Washington, who compliments Wilkerson along with Devontae Carter, but unfortunately Devontae Carter suffered a high ankle sprain. Hopefully he's okay.
I saw that live. His foot got caught up in the turf, which I think everybody should be playing on grass. That's just my opinion. That's just whatever, But he got the turf monster got him, and it was bad.
In a perfect world, we all would be happy to play football on grass because it's just better give for lack of a better term. But at the end of the day,
better for your body.
It's
almost like you're playing basketball on the blacktop. It's not good for your knees.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, the Insomniacs get the win 34-6. But hopefully, Big Soul, number 71 with the Force, hopefully he's okay because he popped his knee yesterday. Hopefully he's all right.
Is that the one that follows us on the IG page?
Yes.
Oh man, I wanted to. I didn't want to send a message because I saw that he posted something last night. I didn't want to send the message, to say some things, but I'll do it later. Hey, Mr. Branch, how's it going?
Shout out to Mr. Branch and Miss Ebony. They had me.
Okay. So we have someone that does not like grass. I mean, you can get hurt on any kind of surface, but you get hurt more on the AstroTurf than grass.
I believe it.
Well,
I believe it, bro.
Out there putting out that work. That means you was putting out work out there if you're sore. Because if you don't play any type of physical sport, you don't come out sore. That means either you was riding the bench or you was giving your all effort. My opinion.
No questions on that. No questions on that. But as we come back to it, the Insomniacs get the win. They move on. The Force will regroup and head back to the drawing board. Like I said, there's still some talented players on the Force, and I know Coach Max Smith will get the ship right because he's a good coach as well, so I have no doubts. And I want to go here. No, you do as I say. What I say, you must obey. Let's go there. But anyhow, just to give a recap on the Force season, they finished 4.
Well, you still play. If it's 75%, hey, 75% is better than no percent.
Well, I'll tell you like this, JB. Jack Youngblood of the LA Rams back in the 70s, he played Super Bowl 14 on a broken leg. So, needless to
what did Terrell Owens do?
Oh,
played on one leg.
Pretty much played on one leg and balled out against the Patriots. So I mean, heck, Phillip Rivers played a conference championship game on a torn ACL. One torn ACL, one torn MCL. So he played on 2 bad legs.
Why LaDainian Tomlinson over there in a dome with a jacket on and his helmet, just looking there, while his quarterback is getting his all trying to win a playoff game?
They're playing the Patriots. It was outside, but
what? Oh, I thought that game was in a dome. Thank you for correcting me. Thank you. See, that's why we complete each other. If one doesn't get it, the other one will.
No, it was against the Baptist. But I mean, there is some talent in the Force. Obviously, the transition still continues going from Rock to Deion Fox, a quarterback. But again, something that Chris
Fox is not a bad QB, man.
No, the athleticism is freakish and ridiculous.
It's there. It's there. Very there.
Hey, that's all you can do. I mean, hey. And we all know how AJ is ferocious on the defensive side of the ball. But I mean, when you can contain him, that's a successful day, especially up there in the trenches. But however, something that Chris said during the broadcast, which makes a lot of sense, which is who can be the complement to Jaden Webb? Because I mean, Jaden Webb can do it all. Plays on defense,
both sides,
both sides, dynamic on the throw return. But I will say, last night, Daniel Lyons did a fantastic job in coverage on defense, as those two were going through some boxes trying to hit them down the field, hit them deep. But again, the question is, who can be that compliment to Jaden Webb? Because we know, again, no compliments. Darren Palmer on sick with it. It's Curtis Jones, Leonard Walker, Matt Murphy. Okay, and it's to compliment Munchie. You got Dap Clark. You got Daniel Lyons. You got Smooth Brown. And when he's also there, Corey Johnson, and you got Zelly. So there's multiple options when the main guy is covered. But for the Force, it's
and what tremendous catches by Smooth Brown yesterday. Oh my goodness. The paws were on display.
It seems like whenever you need a play to change the trajectory of a game, and it's happened over the last couple of seasons. It happened during the fall break, whether it's offense or defense. It seems like he gets a key interception.
Yes.
It seems like he makes a key catch.
Yes.
Absolutely, JB. Absolutely, hell of a game. He made some catches. Also found the end zone. And he just seems to make the big play when you need him to make the big play. As
well,
technology is Heck of a thing, folks. As my co-host makes his way back, as he probably wants to give the Wi-Fi a super kick, and I can relate because I've been wanting to do that many times, as much as we do shows here. But just to comment what you're saying is about Smooth Brown, it just seems like every time you need a play. I mean, we always talk about 4th and Munchie, or same thing with 4th and Darren Palmer, but it just seems like you might have to put Smooth Brown in that category because it just seems like whenever a play needs to be made, it seems like number 85 is involved somehow, some way.
If you're gonna have the nickname Smooth, you got to do stuff like that. I mean, the toe jack swag catch on the sideline. I mean, it didn't get any smoother than that. See, I did that. But anyway, you're absolutely right. When it seems like a play needs to be made, if you're focusing on Munchie, Smooth steps up and makes that catch. And was it Smooth Brown the one that did the Moss? Was it Smooth Brown the Moss catch for the touchdown?
It might have been him.
I think it was.
And we watch.
If anybody's watching that knows what I'm talking about, I think when Scooter threw one over the top, because I believe it was against Mr. Fox, wasn't it? When Smooth Brown caught the touchdown, I think it was on not Fox. I think I'm getting the names mixed up. But if anybody's in the chat, can let us know, was the Moss catch that Smooth caught?
It was Smooth and Webb because they both went up
the
high point.
That's what. Yes, the high
point. Smooth came down with it.
Yes.
Okay, Gaither.
Yes.
I have to know why, Gaither? Why should we be able to kick field goals? Please.
I don't like that.
Enlighten me on this.
Be different from the NFL.
Enlighten me on this, please.
I like that 2-5.
Ah!
Here come two.
Hang
a star. Hang a star.
Hang it. And the captain of the defense, Michael Shadow Rodriguez, just clarified that it was
okay. So
thank you, Shadow.
Thank you,
Shadow. Appreciate you. Congratulations on the win yesterday as you guys advance and get one step closer to the ultimate goal, which is, of course, to go back to back.
Yes.
Which has only been done one time. Which has only been done one time in the history league, as the Patterson U did it back in 2020, the only team to go back to back. As the Insomniacs look to join that category and join that company and be the second to go back to back. Oh baby, he went there. I told you, Gaither got no filter. I'm telling you.
And again, like I said, he's on the right show. Look at 2-5. Look at 2-5.
No filter.
Let's see. Always fun to go against the best of the best of what this league has to offer. Hey. Appreciate that, your honesty. And that's a sign of a good football player right there. That is a sign of a good football player. If you want to improve on your craft, the greats always want to be better. Always wants to be better.
Facts.
You can always want to learn. You can be great, but if there's always something in your armor that you can put better. So by you saying that, sir, that lets me know that you're striving to be one of the greats. Excellent. As 2-5 comes in with throw-ups.
Well, that's the Sick with a moniker on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of like the Sick logo per se.
Okay, we got a shout out. Let's give a shout out to Coach James.
Classy. That's very classy. Very, very classy.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I love to see. Good gamemanship. A lot of good gamemanship was on the field yesterday. As Scotty was saying, everybody was just sharing pleasantries. Everybody here were talking about who's bringing something to the cookout.
Well, also yesterday, what took place was Over the Top finally ending their losing streak, as they started the season 2-0 and had lost last games until last night, as they finally broke through. And it was just something different on the Over the Top sideline. I don't know what it was.
They came with a lot of fire. A lot of fire. Like it was almost like how the Insomniacs came out, but the Insomniacs came out, with the look. OTT came out with, we got that look, but we're talking. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna feel how this game is gonna go. and they made that statement known early.
JP, check your phone. I sent you the link to your phone.
Oh,
2-5, stop it.
Oh,
stop it.
Baby.
Stop it. Twitch, by the way, 2Knox, 2-5 Live, and JP. Links have been sent to y'all if you want to hop on and chime in real quick. So
please, you guys, you always know you guys are welcome. Yes.
Check your inbox, check your phone, and hey,
a star on that baby right there. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems like we have turned into open mic. And guess what? Mizzle and Dub, we approve.
Open mic A7FL style is apparently going on here on the Mizzle and Dub show.
Oh, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, from the All-Pro Joffos.
Looks like he just woke up.
Yeah, I got out the shower.
Yeah, I just got out the shower. Just got out the shower.
I knew it was one of them.
Okay.
Welcome, good brother.
He also has a 9 to 5.
Yes.
Welcome, good sir.
Okay, so apparently you have some news that you want to tell us. So I mean, should we cue the news music right about now?
You can get the ding ding or the whatever the breaking news outlet. So I've already posted it on at least on my Facebook and everything else like that.
I did see it.
By the time our show comes around on the Joffos this coming Friday, definitely all the news will be out anyway. So might as well, and I mean we'll talk about it more there on that platform. But my sources, and I have it under great authority, not just good authority, great authority, and it is official that the both the Chaos and the Watchmen, after the Rumble that happened this past Sunday, are both eliminated from the playoffs.
Oh,
so even though the Chaos at the end of the game, the Chaos were up 2-0, they will not be given the spot next to go and play the BIC. So both teams are out. And
the BIC gets an automatic bid to the Eastern Conference Title game, and they will await the winner or of the U and the Nightcrawlers, or there's something that might be.
I think JP has more information for us, brother.
Or there's something developing. Okay, well, go ahead, JP.
JP has nothing else.
Floor is yours. Go ahead.
So, although that was my first thought, as things keep going, another thought pops into my head that the heist will be taking the place of the Chaos. Just based on record, they had a pretty good outing against the U.
They did.
They did 100%.
And record wise and stuff like that. So I'm thinking they're going to get the first bid, I guess, to go in and play the BIC. But if it's not going to be them, then the only logical team to take that spot, because they're not going to give the BIC a free pass. That's just not that's not going to be the case. But if it's not going to be the heist, then we're most likely going to be seeing the Animals coming in to essentially redeem themselves after a great game that they had before being eliminated themselves. So you look to see either the heist or the Animals. But yeah, it's either going to be the heist or it's going to be the Animals that play the BIC in 2 weeks.
Well, I from a fan standpoint, I would love a competitive game instead of something getting handed to a team. But if it's the way that it has to be, then that's the way it has to be. But I would love the Deadpool in the background. But I would prefer a team to earn their way per se than just a giving. I mean, they earn to be there, but to move to the next round, I believe you gotta play for it, man.
And I know I I know it because as soon as I posted on my Facebook, I got Chaos members all over me going, "This is bullshit." You know, I mean, they already had a pretty good inclination. You know, Brent Smothers, you know, has been on social media alive and well on social media these last few hours, kind of giving updates on what's going on with the chaos, at least. But it just right now, I mean, and some would say, oh well, they're handing the heist and the animals and stuff like that an opportunity. Well, I mean, it is what it is, and we got to remember. And look, the chaos ain't gonna like this, but this is the third brawl that they've been involved in. You know, this is not only okay. I understand. Watchmen, by the footage, started it. You know, chaos defending themselves. I get it. I understand it. Um, there was a lot of moving parts in that entire brawl. That information is still, you know, slowly being, you know, kind of drained out of what actually happened on what started the whole thing. But I mean, when you look at all the factors, and again, chaos, they're not happy with it at all. You know, they're saying they were defending themselves. They shouldn't be getting booted. They, you know, fair.
Zero tolerance policy, which I understand.
It's like, yeah, fair, understood. But since this is the third offense, 3 strikes, you're out.
100%.
But here's
Watchmen, the same thing. This is the second, third time that they've been involved.
But again, this is
a big conflict. So
this is the second consecutive season on that field in that city that a Pier 6 just happens to come out. I don't know what it is about the water in Cincinnati. I don't. Okay. But however, that's an issue. That's a huge, huge issue. And again, for a league that is trying to get endorsement deals, for a league, well, again, I can't speak for the other owners in Florida and New Jersey and Baltimore, but I know specifically here in Nevada, Derek is working his tail off to try to get his players paid because that's the ultimate goal of what he wants to do is try to get these players paid, get them insurance, the whole nine.
Yeah.
But somebody watching that are going to think, well, why do I want to invest if they can't keep their composure? Now, again, JP, you've played the game for a long time.
Yep.
We know football is based on emotion and passion, and you have to have that to play this game. I get it. I understand it. I won't get you won't get an argument from me on that. But however,
you're same here.
But there's times that you have to control your composure because, again, as it always is, they always catch the second. They always catch the reaction, not the initiation. It's always the reaction that they catch.
I have always been under the impression, especially playing football. I get it. It's a highly competitive sport. The emotions are going to run high. Shit talking is going to happen. But and honestly, when this whole thing went down, me being, you know, not just a follower and a supporter, but like a partner of the league for as long as we have been, loving watching the growth, how far this league has come.
Yes.
In really the short period of time that they have.
Yes.
To see something like this pissed me off because I'm gonna be whoever's watching, whatever players, whatever any one of you guys are watching right now. That is weak fucking ego bullshit. That's plain out what it is. If you can't keep your own fucking ego in check, if you can't be man enough to walk away, then you do not belong in this sport. This type of stuff completely tells me why most of y'all with the talent that you have didn't make it to the next fucking level. It's because of this shit right here. Because you can't get your ego out of it, you're going to let another man's words dictate your actions. Now, if they're like the first thing that happens, they sock you in the face. If you're doing nothing but laughing laughing in their face, which is the best thing that you can do. If you can't do that, and your reaction is to just punch, then you don't belong in the sport. You're too soft for this sport. I don't care how good you are. I don't care how athletic you are. I don't care what D1, D2, D3 school you've been. I don't care what type of all-star you were in high school. I don't give a shit if you even made it to the Canadian League for the practice squad of the NFL. You are too soft, too fucking soft for the game of football. That's just flat out. If you can't take, basically competitive shit talking, then you don't belong in the sport. If your first action is to throw punches, you're a weak ass individual. Plain and simple. You can get mad at it all you want to, but then the ones who are getting mad, you're the ones who I'm fucking talking to. For those of you getting upset at what I'm well, they said this. Well, they would have said that. With that, I don't care. You are soft. Mentally, you are soft. And you don't belong in the sport. Period. You're too soft for the game of football. It ain't for you. This is a man's game. And if you can't keep your ego in check, you don't belong here. Straight up. Again, people can get mad all they want to, but until you change it, you're still going to be stuck. And now you've put the league in a position to where this is going to stunt the growth. Partners are not going to want to come and partner with a league that has brawls every fucking weekend. Or every other weekend, or during the playoffs, when we're constantly having situations of players getting suspended because they're fighting on the field because they're too fucking soft, that is a detriment to the league. None of y'all are looking at the big picture. We're trying to grow this league into something bigger than any spring league has ever seen.
Yeah.
Quicker than any spring league has ever seen. And you guys are going to stunt that growth. Some of y'all don't understand the opportunity you have here. Just plain and simple. You don't understand and you don't get what can possibly come out of this league. And you just don't belong here. Period. Whether it's Baltimore, whether it's Ohio, whether it's Nevada, California, New Jersey, Florida, does not matter. It goes for everybody. You can't keep your fucking egos in check. You don't belong in this league. Period. It ain't for you. Go find somewhere else because this ain't for you.
I love that.
Fans joining us now
that was passion, JP. I appreciate that.
Bro, it just it heated me at the biggest point because it just I'm not gonna repeat what I just said, but it just that type of shit right there is just beyond
it's still you.
It's beyond, honestly.
Yeah. Well,
all right, bring him in.
Joining us live, folks, is the division manager in Nevada. Live with
my guy.
Yo, what's good?
What's good, brother?
JP was good. Mizzle was
what's
good.
Happening? What's happening?
Sub 25. Hey, again 25. I'm glad you're on. I just want to say, brother, I appreciate everything you did for me yesterday. For real, that was awesome, man.
No, most definitely. That was definitely fun.
Definitely fun. And I'll be back. I don't know if I want to share what that's just posted right there. So
look, I know.
No. Let me understand. Hold on. I've been waiting for shit like this. Hold on. White people will never get it. You weren't there. If a grown man tells you SMD and asking for a fight, what do you think? First of all, I'm not white. I'm Mexican and Polynesian who grew up on East Side fucking San Jose. So you better get your information straight before you start fucking talking.
Hey, who said that shit?
First of all,
stick the comment. Who said it?
Yeah, I was say put that up there. Don't even put it up there.
But I don't know if the A7 want that up there.
Okay.
I'm just trying to.
It's that right there.
I know, but I don't know. If this was the Mizzle and Dub show, I would have did it. But we're representing the A7 right now, so I don't know if I want to put that. I don't know if I want to put that comment up there.
Is it
But
on
you
YouTube?
are welcome to respond.
I'm just saying, like, if he's
It's
talking about
on.
white
It's
people,
on the
talking about me.
it's on the YouTube channel. But howbeiver,
Okay, that's all I was asking.
Howbeiver, because we don't know from the league what we can talk on and what we can't talk about. We're only talking about this briefly because it's something that needs to be said. But however, whatever the league decides to do, that is their decision. We have no say in that.
Yep.
So that's whatever the league decides is what they decide. Again,
Hey, can we give hypotheticals, right?
Of course.
Now let's just say, hypothetically speaking, right? We all used to play this shit, or we've played it before, or have been in some type of competitive environment, right?
Yes.
We've all heard the worst of it as far as, you know, like you said, blow me, use the B.
Hey, I've been called an N-word on the football field.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what they say, sky's the fucking limit, right?
Yeah.
But we can say, at least most of us can probably say, that shit didn't do nothing but really flip a switch and make me really want to turn the fuck up on whoever I was
And
playing.
I laid his ass out after he called me that N-word, brother.
Hey, I swear to God.
I told him, I said, call me that again so this can happen again.
Yeah, I will take
back on the next play.
I didn't punch him. And wait, only thing I did was after I hit him, and another play is I did take a personal foul penalty because I grabbed him by his face mask and I got in his face mask. But I didn't throw no punch. I didn't do nothing else. I just let him know, hey, brother, bring that fire. I want that. You know, so
I'll say anybody that's on your team or anybody that plays alongside of you, right? And they say, let's just say they know what words trigger you. You know what I'm saying? I played alongside of people where it's like, oh, that's what he said?
Well, we did
okay, yeah, take that 15. You feel me?
Obviously, it would have led to what was going out. But like I said, when there's more news to come out, which again, JP is giving us information.
Oh yes.
But again, we were waiting for the league to make a final decision, because obviously, Will Franklin, I'm pretty sure his phone has been ringing off the hook since he is the head of officiating. I can only imagine what
chat group got on fire yesterday when that happened too.
Yeah, I mean, because again, it takes.
Uh-oh.
Well, okay. Since we go ahead and finish what you were trying to say, 2-5.
No, I was just saying, you feel me? Like, we've all played along somebody that's like that, you feel me? Or it's been us, whereas like me, I'll take that 15-yard penalty. I don't give a shit.
Yep.
I'll blindside block. You know what I'm saying? I'll chop them, bro. I don't even give a shit. You know what I mean? Like real shit. But I will take the 15-yard penalty. At this day and age, with us being where we are, you feel me, as far as age and growth and just, you know, IQ and shit like that, with a comment like that, that shit just tells you a lot about today's mindset of players. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yes. You're still stuck on playground shit. Oh, he said I can't ride his bike. Oh, he said I can't do this. Oh, he says I'm not good. Oh, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? You guys are stuck on childish fucking kid shit. You feel me? Who can fucking spit the furthest type shit. You feel me? Hey, I'm trying to keep it PG. You feel me? I'm trying to keep it PG.
No. It's like a pissing contest.
There we go.
100%.
You're speaking facts, 2-5.
Yep.
So it's like you got motherfuckers talking about, oh, you don't know that they called me this and they called me that, and it's like, well, okay, let's just go on off of the shit that I've heard, right? Because it's all an assumption. I wasn't there, right? All I know is what I was told. You feel me? Yeah, but it was a lot of, let's just say, gun talk and fighting talk and shit like that. And we all know, at least from my fair share of experiences, nobody really talks like that unless they're at home.
Behind the keyboard.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Unless you're at home physically and physically. You know what I mean? So it's like to hear It was supposed to be game of the year. You feel me? And it definitely lived up to the fucking hype. Okay, it lived up to the fucking hype. It was supposed to be game of the year, and goddamn it, they did that, man. They did that
in 8 minutes.
Not even.
Yeah, not even halfway through, man.
I thought it was 5 minutes, but someone else told me 8 minutes. I thought they only played 5 minutes.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
Maybe 8 minutes in total time. Like, goddamn, because that was just over a holding call, a safety holding call.
No shit.
That's over.
I mean, that's where it originally, like the safety that was called. I mean, the Watchmen scored on that play, but because of a holding, QB is in the end zone. That's a safety.
That's even rules in the NFL.
Right. That's a safety anywhere you go.
Yeah.
And then it started to get chipping back and forth. You see both, teams getting at it with each other, talking with the refs and everything like that. Phantom. I mean, dude got past him. He grabbed his shirt. It ain't that phantom. We can go back and watch the film. Dude grabbed it, even if it was slight, and he let go. The ref still saw the back of the jersey get pulled. That's it. That's all that needs to happen. Whether it was barely any pull or completely a handful. That's it. 3 holding calls in a row. Okay, so okay, three holding calls in a row. So that is that on the refs or is that on the other team? Or is that on the team that keeps getting called for holding?
That's on that. That's on the team that ain't called the timeout. Had they motherfucking respective coaches or whoever go talk to the motherfucking people and get it figured out. You know what I'm saying? There's ways, and it's like I tell the guys out here. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be heard, there's a way to fucking do it. You know what I mean? If you want the holding call or you feel like somebody's hitting you in the face, it's too many hands to the face or it's too much whatever. If you're not getting your point across, you have 3 timeouts. Use one.
Well, what I'll say is that what I saw yesterday was a lot of players came up to 2-5 with some form of what was going on in the field. 2-5 heard them. 2-5 went and addressed it and said, "Hey, my players are over there, this, that, and the third. Can you please?" The game was ran. It was smooth. It was a few players came at, with emotions was high. But
we shut that shit down real quick.
I'm gonna say 2-5 calmed down a lot of fires yesterday.
Shut that shit down real quick.
To back up his point of what he's getting at, though, go talk to somebody. Where's your division director? Go talk to your division director to where he can go do what you can't do.
Yeah, and if he can't do that, then you need to replace him.
On my end, Chris. That's all. I don't know if I can play it on my end. I've seen where the holding call and everything like that was.
What you got, Deb?
No, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna email it to myself and bring it on here to where we can have.
Yeah, it's a lot of conversion got it going on when you want to upload stuff on StreamYard. I'm starting to learn that they're real specific.
It has to be converted into an MP4.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
MP4, JPG, or whatever. I almost want to throw my laptop. A lot of things I want to upload.
but even then, you're gonna let holding calls get the best of you emotionally?
Hell, we saw a super bad holding call in the end zone yesterday.
I mean,
my man got yanked.
I understand it. It's frustrating. I understand the refs are against us or this. I can understand that mindset, happening and stuff. I really can. I've been there, but not to the point of this. That's like 2-5 said. That's kid shit.
Yeah,
that's childish shit. You're gonna get that emotional and that crazy over holding calls? Again, bro, you probably don't belong in the league if that's the case, because holding calls are gonna happen all the time. Referees are gonna make shitty calls all the time. You're gonna start brawls every game and ref calls a shitty call? Like, come on, man. Let's. We're really trying to justify it right now. Like, come on now. Let's be real. Let's be real on that.
He was holding my jersey.
Yeah.
I paid good money for this.
The comedy hour is open.
Everybody doesn't have a sponsor.
Oh man,
that shit's crazy, bro.
No, it's wild.
We should not let that incident yesterday take away from what a tremendous football that we saw outside of that incident.
Oh, of
because
course.
all the
100%.
other games were amazing. 2-5 said to me, and at first he said, I want good football. But then before the first toss off, he was like, we're gonna have a good day of football here. And I think we did have decent football yesterday, 2-5.
Except for the force of stinking up the place.
I love your honesty, bro. I'm trying to
They stunk up the place. Hey, because look, I'm starting to realize what I could say and where I could say it. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
So I got here's the clip.
What? It kind of.
Okay, let's get it back.
So if you go back,
he stands. So the penalty was
watch the left
holding,
half,
and it was
or
holding
watch the center.
while the ball was in the end zone. So that's a safe.
Look at that. See that right there?
That was a push.
Whether it was
oh my god.
All the look, I'm not saying
I don't know.
I'm not saying the referee should have called it. But
you're saying where you can see where?
From his vantage point, from the referee's vantage point,
it was right in front of him.
Zone, so that's a safety.
Pushing and shoving out here.
Ooh, that looked like push to me.
But look at the referee's vantage point.
It's right there in front of him.
You're the referee, and you look and you see the defensive lineman coming, and an offensive lineman behind him with his hands out.
He stands. So the penalty was holding, and it was holding while the ball was in the end zone. So that's
right
He's
there.
buying.
Oh man!
I'm not saying it was a great call. I'm not saying it was a good one at all. I'm just saying. I guess I'm playing devil's advocate here on why the call was made. But from that vantage point, if that's what you see, you're going to call holding 9 times out of 10.
Yes, we do.
It was holding though.
So I understand. I understand what he's saying. He's saying because the referee saw extended arms, from his point of view, he thinks that inclined to make a hold.
Every defensive lineman throws their arms. It doesn't necessarily mean they're being held.
I agree.
I'm just saying in general. Man, that's hard.
On that one, you can see though the defender gets past him, and you can see him kind of his body is turned.
Now that makes.
And I'm only speaking as a D lineman myself. You feel me? Where I might be kind of faster than the average big dude, so I'm more quicker off the feet.
And it was holding while the ball was
right
in the
there.
So
and then you see the defensive line just that small.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm gonna go with what you said.
But I'm about to go with you, JP.
If
that's the call that's going to make you go into a brawl, just go score.
I mean, really, any type of call, to be honest. But that one specifically, it's like, should he have made the call? You probably could have let it go. You probably could have let it go, but they didn't. You got to live with it. And to get that mad that early in the game, you didn't even give yourself time to come back from it. It was only 2-0. What are we really mad about? You mean to tell me you weren't good enough to, as much shit as Baltimore was talking going into that game, you mean to tell me you couldn't come back from a 2-0 deficit? After, 3 minutes of the first quarter? Like, come on now. The holding call was the root of the problem. That's what it was.
Oh,
it was people talking shit back and forth and stuff like that after the call was made. Probably you have Baltimore going up getting pissed off because the call was made, and then you got guys from the chaos telling them to quit crying or something like that, something to that extent, chirping back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then it gets to what it gets to.
Whole lot of testosterone. All right, Dub. Make sense of this for us.
Well,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I went to the wrong shit. Hold on. Damn. Oh, there we go. Look at the video I just sent you.
Oh boy.
Go ahead, Dub. Lead us on. I'm a look.
All right. Well, there was another game that took place in Las Vegas as Over the Top finally ended their losing streak by getting their first win for the first time since week 2 of the season, as they won against the Pit Bosses. As the Pit Bosses got hit with the injury bug last night, but once again, the tremendous dynamic talents that is Savion Cunningham was fantastic, as
he's so fast.
He had 3 home run returns for touchdowns, even though 2-5 was not impressed, as he hardly is. As he hardly is impressed.
Definitely not impressed. You see me at halftime. I had to take his little ass out there and throw him the ball a few times and see if it's me or is it them. And I definitely seen that it's them.
I couldn't say nothing to you because I had the microphone in my hand. But I was trying to get your attention because when you was doing that, I was gonna be like, I'm like.
Nonetheless, 56-26 was the final score, a 30-point win for the Top, but mainly for most of that first half.
Man, my internet
was very competitive. It was 34-26 at the half, but the Pit Bosses getting hit by the injury bug, losing a few key players, including Quan Corsi and A.G. Cunningham, certainly set the Pit Bosses back. Some that were leaving, they probably had to work. But in talking to Zach Cerrone from OTT, I asked him what finally got you guys over the hump, and he basically said the egos, because again, before the season started, OTT, rightfully or wrongly, OTT was giving a much hype, considering that they possibly could go to that next tier, and it started off good, and then the bottom fell out. Then they got back on task, but now you have to play a very well-rested Sick with a team in 2 weeks, which means Sick will have 3 weeks of rest. Now, hopefully, the rust factor won't come into play for Sick, but
that's tough. 3 weeks.
Yeah. Like I said, I know Gate might have 9 to 5s, but I hope they're still keeping themselves in the football ready mode. Because
Insomniacs did it. We're not worried.
Oh baby,
that's facts. That's facts. Because keep this in mind, with the Insomniacs win, now they get a 3-week bye per se, because obviously the Western Conference Championship game won't be until July the 7th. Again, as you know, we are taking this week off to honor you amazing dads out there. Shout out to Only Dads also. So, and we'll come back and reconvene on the 23rd, and that game will be Over the Top against Sick, and then we will reconvene with the conference championship game, which more than likely could be another Sickwood versus Insomniacs matchup, and the winner of that will win the Western Conference title and make their way to Asbury Park, New Jersey, and the title game on July the 21st. Now, I'm going to say this right now live on the show at 3:47 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Damn, he had to mark
it. Yes, I did.
That's not the first. You won't be the last.
If I'm not able to make it to Asbury Park, New Jersey, for sure, there will be another Mizzle Dub All Pro Joffo collaboration championship gamecast on Championship Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
So we can say what Matt, Rob.
It should be the Mizzle and Dub All Pro Joffo / Live with 2-5.
That's if 2-5 is not going in New Jersey.
He said, "What's my name?
Why?
Goddamn.
Why wouldn't I be in New Jersey? Okay, I'm definitely going.
But we're gonna have 2-5 on the field. That's what I'm saying. 2-5.
Okay.
Our cast because he was on the field. We're gonna get live action.
Fair enough.
Hey, and 2-5. 2-5. You'll be able to to cast your 2-5 broadcast on that too. If you don't do that, okay, all right, okay. All right,
He's like, no.
Yeah, I was just saying, just in case.
No, I can't.
Oh, that's right. I'm gonna get it in my mind that you are division director. Okay, it's gonna happen. Just give me a minute.
I wouldn't even say it's that. It's more or less, honestly, it's more or less again the nature of the content that even you've heard from when you were out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can't have A7 associated with the nature of the content level that people like to speak on. And that's what they're not getting. That's why we can't continue to do, you know what I'm saying, what we do, because people don't know how to keep their fucking mouth shut. Even with they know that the broadcast table is like literally right behind them. And you see me, I'm over there like, yo, hey.
So when I say that 2-5 was putting out a lot of fires yesterday, that was just many of one of those when the background noise. And you can see 2-5 looking at him like,
Can you put that comment back up real quick?
The
from Mark,
the Reggie.
That shit had me dying right there, bro. I was like, the glow up from Reggie is something crazy.
Hey, but I didn't want to keep it up too long, just in case people ain't seen the movie yet, you know, because I've seen it.
Oh, I love the barbecue scene.
And if you have,
I love it.
And if you haven't seen it, go see it.
Go see it. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that was good shit.
But if
I'm definitely gonna go watch it again.
If Dub is 2-5s in out there, we definitely got to have them on for that, you know. And let's try to keep it
definitely
respectable, so we can keep this thing going. Because I love what we did. That was awesome.
Oh, that was fun.
If anything, I'll just have to, you feel me? Ha, you know what I'm saying? Every time I get ready to hit the trenches.
Okay.
But we'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll have a production meeting before that happens.
You know what I'm saying? We just got a parental discretion is advised.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah,
as we walk through the trenches.
We'll do it. Yeah.
Be like fans.
Just letting y'all know, on-field play gets animated.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So understand, there is going to be a lot of passion that you're going to hear on this field. So please, don't shoot us.
Would it be rated PG-13?
We want to be more like a family. We want to be family.
We're trying to be G.
I'm sorry, you can't.
And you're never going to get G out of us.
I don't even think the NFL would be rated, G or anything like that.
That's Well, that's why they're on a delay, so they can try to bleep out the stuff that you catch from those things. So that's why there's a 10-second delay in the NFL.
And even then, there's still some that slip through the cracks.
Oh, yes.
I was going to say,
that's when it's real live.
We got like a 30-second delay.
But we stay ready.
Well,
we will be.
Like I said.
Okay, so what team do you play for, Mark?
No, Mark. Mark Gray's the head coach of Sick with it. He's the head coach of Sick.
Oh, okay. I was okay.
He's been on the show before.
Mark, why y'all ain't wear white last game? Answer me that. Why y'all ain't wear white?
Oh, my hold on, wait a minute. Let me send a big shout out, a big sorry to Mark, because I remember when he came on the show when they beat the Insomniacs. I apologize because we did interview that night. So, Coach, I apologize.
Damn, after that big game, you forgot?
Well, I do. JP? Hello?
You and me both, bro.
Hey, things tend to slip from the cracks, as you would say. Okay? And guess what? I was probably a certain way on that show. And I'm not going to say it 100%, without it, but come on. So, my apologies, Coach. My apologies. I do remember now.
Unbelievable. But like I said,
that was a tremendous game, though. That was a tremendous game. I do remember that game.
I have no doubts that Sick. The sideshow. But yeah, I have no doubts that Sick will be ready on the 23rd to play over the top once again.
Hey, my man 2-5 said he going home. He going.
I ain't know where the hell he was going. But just to know he had his keys in his car. No taking.
And what I love about that whole scene, You see me and JP, we like this, and then we get to see you running over there, and the car starts swinging. We're like,
You said he was going home, so we're looking at it, and then I look up to see the actual feed and see what he's doing, and then I'm like, oh shit, he's actually doing a sideshow right now.
and I was like, we have a sideshow, and I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, this is a first.
Shout out to Munchie on that one. That's still probably the best. You can't get away with that in any other sport celebration I've ever seen.
Because in any other sport, you can't get to your car while you're still playing the sport.
No. But JP, what was JP outside of the Pier 6 that happened in Cincinnati? What was your thoughts on the heist playing the U tough, but basically leaving some plays out on the field?
Oh man, you know what? The heist really impressed me. I know the score. I know the score said what it said at the end of the game because again, it's the U. You know, we've got a lot of shit to, but the fact that they held the U to, was it 26 points in total?
For majority of the game, 26, except with Moon's touchdown at the end.
Oh, so and that's garbage time. That's
yes.
So, 26 points, shut them out completely in the first. The defense or the first quarter, the defense, showed up. Demetrius Hall.
Yes.
That
kid
is something to watch.
Yes.
He, going top shelf on the
Crosley.
Best corner.
Yes. On Crosley, yes.
I mean, the kid's he's got so much potential. If the heist can continue to kind of build around that core that they have, they were already like, if you look because even last year they gave the Chaos, it literally went into overtime.
Yes.
The Chaos wouldn't have made the conference final. Had it not been for an overtime interception, pick six. The heists are real. The heists
They're trending
are oh yeah. I'm really kind of excited. It makes me excited because when you can see tremendous growth in each one of these startup divisions, it makes you excited for everything that goes around. It's not just New Jersey anymore. I know New Jersey's always going to hold their head up high. We're the originators. We're this, we're that. That's fine, but you guys still got to keep evolving because these divisions are coming in hot, and they're starting to get teams that are, going to start showing up. And the Heist, I think, put up a hell of a fight against a very good Patterson U team.
Yes.
It's not very often you can hold Huff to,
whoa,
26 points.
Whoa, ladies and gentlemen. Foots Henderson. Oh my goodness.
Hey,
brother, that's a bad man.
Hey, you
didn't
have
to you are a bad man.
I have that video. You did not have to do a guy like that.
Brother.
You didn't.
Brother, I would love to get you on the show one day, and you can come on here and talk. We would love to have you.
Hey,
but you are a sideline player, and I love to watch you play.
Florida's legit, man. The night crawlers are just. I mean, we saw them at the championship. We saw them at the championship last year, and Florida's just that. It's a different type of animal there.
Different type of breed.
Yeah.
Different type of athlete, different type of speed from those Florida boys.
Bagway.
Yeah, logo, yes.
I can't wait to see that defense, and the whole team is just
Foots is a real linebacker.
With ridiculous athletes.
That man goes sideline to sideline. And he can get through the cracks. It's not about the sideline to sideline.
I mean, to be honest, I know people are talking BIC. I know people are talking you.
Yeah.
But I ain't sleeping on Florida. Ever.
Mm-mm.
Why would you?
Mm-mm.
You should never ever sleep
Mm-mm.
on the night crawlers. There's no way in hell you should be sleeping on that team. I mean, I get the BIC is good. I get,
Have you seen
what
him
I'm
play?
really excited for is the night crawlers taking on the U on the 23rd. Huff versus Dadway.
If you love quarterback play, folks,
Logo versus Moon,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a
Guess
fucking
what?
epic.
I might be at work when that game is going on, but I'll make sure that I'll take care of every responsibility that I need to take care of, so I can put that on my phone and go chill for a minute and take a look at it.
Don't forget about Carlson versus Rico Brown. Don't forget about that matchup. Don't forget about that. Don't forget about that.
We can go on and on. We can go on and on.
That's going to be. Hey, but hold on. Let me say one thing real quick, Dub. Hey, Foots, if you're still watching after that game, man, if you can put some time aside to come on and talk about the game, regardless of the outcome, we will love to have you. Even if it's not the Mizzle and Dub show or the All Pro Joffos, we will love to have you come on and talk about that game, man. And we appreciate you reaching out, though. So, but yeah, if you have some time after the game, man, come talk with us.
I'll say it like this: Rob Fabian had the perfect words yesterday when he said it's the physicality of the U against the speed of the night crawlers. He put it as perfect as you could. He articulated as you can articulate a saying, and that really is the truth. It really is the physicality of the U against the speed of the night crawlers. I mean,
but you know what?
To quote the old,
I understand that comparison.
Ooh,
but we can't sit here and act like Florida doesn't have physicality.
No, well, we got one of the guys commenting right now that's physical. We have a physicality guy right now.
The speed is beyond comprehension. We understand that. And the speed is what really kind of outshines everything else. But the physicality, the strength, the athleticism of that team, oh my Lord. I think this is probably probably a perfect matchup.
Yeah.
Probably this is a dream matchup.
Yeah.
Going and it's one of those that sometimes you kind of wish like certain matchups were like championship games, conference, that kind of stuff. But regardless, this matchup, this might sound a little fucked up there. Well, what about us? I'm sorry, guys. This is the matchup that I'm most excited for, the U versus the night crawlers.
Also, Foots, if you can put your email address in, I don't know if you want to put it out there like that. We'll try to find a way to reach out to you so we can get your email address so we can send you the link. If you have Messenger, you can send it to me, Raymond DeAndre Mason on Messenger. I don't have a problem with putting that out there, but yeah, send it to my Messenger, and so we can have your email on hand, so we can send that to you when we go live. We do appreciate you, brother.
All I will say is this: Rob, Matt, and Corey, have fun calling that game, boys.
Please, oh my goodness, I can't wait for that call.
Matt Ryan might not have a voice at the end of that game.
100%.
You might not.
Two quarterbacks in this game, the way they command that offense. I'm more worried about the defenses because the offenses are. Oh my good, that's going to be.
Now you just gave Foots a challenge.
Yeah,
I know. Come on now.
Well,
you didn't have to do Liberty like that though, man. That was just some Ray Lewis, Reggie Bush getting smacked. That was just
he ran through him. Let's just be.
What's up, Brent?
Hello, Brent. How are you, sir?
Yes. How you doing, sir?
Well,
Yes.
We weren't really planning to go this long, Foots, but here we are, almost an hour and a half in.
Damn, has it been?
AP, Josh, Fernell, our good buddy, the All Pro. Yeah,
I've been on this for an hour with y'all.
Everybody, please subscribe to the All Pro Joffos, man. Good family.
Get their subscriptions
good
up.
Family.
Don't forget to catch episode 263 this upcoming Friday.
God damn, you remember the episode number? Fuck.
I do. Yes.
So I can't remember that we interviewed the coach, and you can't even remember your own number for your show. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, I have to look back at it every once in a while, going like, "Have we really done 262 fucking episodes so far?" God damn.
JP, we did our 200, and every time that I say, "Dub, we gonna do a show," and he's like, "Yeah," I'm like, "What number are we on?"
Well, just keep in mind, folks. In 17 days, we will mark our 4-year anniversary of doing the Mizzle and Dub show. I can understand. I can understand.
And through the 4 years that we've been doing it, there's only been maybe a couple of frequent guests that we always have on there. It's always been the Jaffos. It's always been Dugan. You know, now we got frequent 2-5. But hey, on the 4-year, just like we did for our 200, we're gonna have that an open forum, and we just want everybody to come in and just enjoy what we're doing. And stay tuned. The super dope beat maker might have something new for us with his voice on it.
Oh boy. And yes, folks. Yes.
Kid's going to be some sort of like Grammy-winning producer someday. Watch.
And he turns 16 in a few weeks.
Stop it.
He's only 16.
Stop it.
The intro you hear for the A7 done by yours truly, my son. So he's been helping out a lot of pages.
Okay.
A lot of so shout out to the young.
Don't forget.
Yes.
Don't forget, fans. We will have our yearly NFL prediction show, which damn near went 6 hours last year.
So which means it's going to go 7 on this one.
Well, if Corey Hammond's back on the show, you never know.
Oh.
Shout out to Corey Hammond. Shout out to Corey Hammond. Love you, buddy.
If you ever have Corey Hammond on your show, you need to prepare for a minimum of 3 hours. Minimum of 3 hours.
The bare minimum.
You know I love talking to you, but goddamn.
It's almost like we love Corey around here, man. We love Corey around here. Excellent.
I don't think Corey deserves half the shit that he does talk a lot of shit. He does, but most of the time he backs it up to a certain amount, to a certain extent, yeah.
The originator of Corey A. Smith.
Yes. Cleophas Jones is the man that gave the moniker that we cannot take credit for, so we give it to Cleophas Jones.
No, I can't do it. Yes, yeah, indeed.
Cleophas Jones gets full 1,000% credit for giving the moniker to Corey Smith or Corey Hammond of Corey A. Smith. And just the way Big Rob read it over the air 2 weekends ago. Corey A. Smith? And then,
at times,
you're welcome, Devo.
I can understand why some people get upset because at times Corey sounds like Mad Dog more than he sounds like Stephen A. But the Corey A. Smith is Corey H. Smith is pretty fucking good. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah. I think I fell out. I think I went off camera when he said that. I probably did.
It was quite the it was quite the shocker because I almost damn near fell out.
We gotta get Corey back on the Mizzle and Dub show, man. Got to.
Well, he's
I'm trying to get him back on this Friday.
He's got all the.
He called me yesterday.
If you get him on Friday, I'm definitely going to be in the room cleaning while that's going on for sure. I'm not missing that.
Tune in for that, folks.
Please do.
Yeah,
because there never is a dull moment with Corey Hammond on the show. Never is.
He hasn't been on in a little while, but he just had his new kid, and all the other duties and stuff that he's had to do. So
yeah. It's coming. Here we go.
I will only watch.
See, Corey is loved. Corey is loved. He may get a lot of crap because this weekend, whoever was doing his last game, it seemed like he was hating on. Oh, I had to look at Dub. I'm like, this man has some kind of hate towards Corey. Is it just me? But no,
again, Well, again, I had to go. I had to go on a tangent real quick because someone in the comments was saying that we was sounding, pro Insomniacs when I said, okay, first off, I'm like, whoa. Now, granted, yes, Scott will sound biased because he's on the Insomniacs team. He's just injured and not playing.
And he will tell you that.
Scotty's going to have Insomniacs
bias. Look,
I think he said it during the broadcast.
I got you. You ready for this? I just tuned in, but I'll help you break it, okay? I'm sick with it. I don't fuck with Insomniacs. Why? Because they don't fuck with me.
I heard a lot of that on the field. Not gonna lie.
So,
I heard a lot of. You understand? I was with 2-5 a lot, and I heard a lot of shit.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, when it comes down to it, we still fans of this shit. But sick with it. Hey, sick with it.
I'm a fan of players.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan of players. I got fans of players on every single team. However, to say that we're biased, okay, my voice goes up an octave for anybody on any team that makes a damn good play.
100%.
It's not just always the dog on Insomniacs. It's not always just sick. It's not always just. I do it for every team that makes a damn good play. That's just what I do. Okay, I call Matt Ryan the Jim Ross of A7 for a reason.
I would want
he reminds me of JR.
Be a part of a game that they called together. I would want to play in that game. I would want to play in a game where Dub and Matt are calling that shit.
Preach 2-5.
I would want to play in that shit. You feel me?
Can they just do a cross stream?
That would be, I think.
That would be something.
Because you would, I think this is where it would probably have to go. You would have Matt Ryan on the play-by-play, and then you have the encyclopedia Dub Alvarez on color commentary.
100%.
Just bringing up random facts that nobody was thinking of at the time.
Yeah,
100%.
As the game is going on, giving everybody a history lesson into the league. Oh man.
2-5. That was great. You put them two in something, anything though. I think Matt Ryan's voice is just made for anything that sports wise.
Let him call the natty. Let him call the natty. Attention, A7FL.
I will pay for
it. Nationals. We want Dub and motherfucking Matt.
What up, Oos? Yes. I second
you can
that.
do just those two. We don't need Big Rob. No offense. We don't need fucking Corey. We don't need them.
No.
Give us fucking Dub and Matt, bro. That's a respective representative from each division.
Coast.
Let's make it happen.
East and West, the voices of both respective sides.
Doesn't that make sense though?
That makes a ton of sense.
Come on, man.
And understand the reference I'm gonna use right here, and it's totally off. It's almost like you take a commentator from Raw and you take a commentator from SmackDown when they do a pay-per-view and they're good. That's Matt Ryan and Dub.
You got
one from SmackDown and one from Raw.
Tim Ross.
Preach.
Yeah.
Preach.
What's up, Trey?
What up, Trey?
Trey, what's good with it, bro?
What's good, brother? Thank you for chiming in, man. We got 2-5. I love what you said right there. Matt and Dub.
Come on. Think about how they're able to paint pictures for people. You feel me?
Yes.
I know we have a lot of. I'm not even gonna say we have a lot. Let me retract that statement. But I know we have a few people that are able to visually see the game, right? And they live through their voices.
Preach.
Nah, BIC versus Sick, not Insomniacs.
Ooh.
They fucking only had 26 points leading into the third quarter. Come on. Come on. 26-0 from your defending national champions.
And they played the Force, right?
Oh, come on.
Yes, they did.
So did they play great or did the Force play like shit?
Could it be both?
I honestly thought that the Force defense. But I honestly thought that the Force defense would have been a little bit more better than what they displayed yesterday.
100%.
Because I said that the dub. I said I believe that the offense of the Insomniacs will be a good matchup with the Force's defense, and it didn't go to where I thought it was because the Force was playing good defense towards the end of the season.
You remember what I told you too, right? When I said when I said the Force D line against Insomniac's O line that they decided to that's not it.
Wasn't it? You wanted the beef on the line. That's all you kept saying. It wasn't it.
Give me beef.
Yeah.
Give me your biggest motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, that's what 100%. That's the U25.
Well, either they gotta lose or y'all gotta lose.
I think Trey might be calling BIC Insomniacs because it would be, I mean, a game that he played for the Insomniacs last year, plays for the BIC this year, playing against his old team in the championship game. I mean, that's a storyline all on its own.
I'm about to say that sounds like a WWE story to me.
Yeah, but too bad we're not writing scripts, so he can't get it where he wants.
Oh, baby!
Come on.
My man didn't waste 2 seconds on that.
Come on, man. Hey, you know we all fans. We all fans for real.
We are.
So we know what's what, and you know what I'm saying, what's not. But yeah, of course. Force don't need a new quarterback. Dion, he got it. He just didn't show up like he had been showing up these past couple of games. He wasn't all super duper hyped up and you know what I'm saying, and doing all the little poses and celebrating and doing all that shit like he was doing the last games. He wasn't doing that shit. He was in the fucking nutshell.
Wow. As my brother would say, wow.
Oh yeah, I done took my medicine. I'm a little quick with it. You know what Ross was quick with it? Sick with it.
Stick with it. I know.
He says he's in the building and he's feeling him. He's in the building and he's feeling himself. But nonetheless, again, we will take the week off to honor you amazing fathers out there. So a happy early Father's Day. Certainly for me, to all you fine gentlemen that do the do and do what you do to provide for your children. God bless you guys for doing it. Because like I said,
you know what I would say right now, but we are on a different type of show. If it was the Mizzle and
you said you said it last night, and trust me, I get it.
There it is.
But nonetheless, we have coming up in 2 weeks. We have again the special matchup that is Huff and Bagway as the Nightcrawlers and the U. Well, Trey, I mean that's
how a lot of us felt.
He said he wanted them to at least pitch the motherfuckers.
Yeah. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah.
But we will have
that was Bay Area talk for those that didn't know.
The Bay Area.
Hey, look, Mizzle found out yesterday. I really be listening to that shit though.
Hey, me and 2-5 took a drive, and I was like, "Oh, bro, I still feel like I'm in the bag."
Yeah. We will have the Patterson U taking on the Tampa Nightcrawlers. Again, still waiting on an official decision from the league on the situation involving the BIC. Again, there's been meetings and conference calls, I'm sure. There's speculations, but again, waiting on an official announcement from the league to come out at some time, and then they'll decide what they decide. But in the meantime, out west, again, the Insomniacs punch their ticket to the Western Conference Finals. Sick when it gets back on the field on the 23rd to take on Over the Top in a rematch to which Sick won by a final score of 64-22. Again, the winner of that game will take on the Insomniacs for the Western Conference title and have a berth in the A7FL National Championship game, will take place July 23rd in Asbury Park, New Jersey.
I wasn't driving. We were parked.
Who said that?
That's your story, and you're sticking to it, huh?
Boom. Now, what you say is what you can prove. I'm excited.
Well, Denzel did say that at training day. That was a Denzel training day, exactly.
Yeah.
So there we have it. So, is there anything else we need to cover, gentlemen, before we put a bow and a wrap on this one?
No, I just can't wait to the 23rd so I can sit here and put my eyes on two quarterbacks trying to lead their team to victory and to see what Foots is going to do.
Well, nevertheless, we like to thank. Go ahead, JP.
I would say get prepared, people. You're going to see one of two teams playing the BIC this week or next week. One of two teams, either the Heist or the Animals. One of those two. They're going to be taking the BIC on the 23rd. So,
which would be a better matchup?
So what?
Good question.
Which would be
Very
a better
good question.
matchup?
Very good question.
A part of me kind of wants to see the Heist because of, what they did. Like how, kind of impressive they were against the U. The Animals were also impressive in their last outing. So I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. Either one of them I'd kind of be happy with, to be completely honest.
I mean, the Animals put up 56 on the night against the Nightcrawlers. I don't know. I mean, like I said, the Heist played the U tough. Maybe the Heist physicality might match the BIC. To answer your question,
Zelly didn't play yesterday.
Zelly was not there. He had a prior engagement, and we can only hope Devontae Carter is okay. But he is listed with a high ankle sprain, so who knows how long he's going to be out. And Wilkerson just wanted to play defense because he just wanted to play defense. He told coach,
literally heard that on the sideline that he wanted to start on defense.
Yeah, he wanted to start on defense.
Must be nice to just be in a playoff game and just decide, you know what, I'm going to play defense today.
Yep. And he was a force on that edge. He set the tone.
Yes, he was.
A couple games ago, you had Carter on the D line.
Ooh, that is facts. That is facts. Yeah.
So there you have it. That diversity at its finest.
They do everything over there.
Nonetheless, we appreciate Live at 2-5 coming on and joining us. We appreciate 100%. JP of the All-Pro Dropouts coming in and giving us some breaking news here on the A7FL recap show, the Mizzle Dub Show. Congratulations to all the teams that won.
No, this ain't the Mizzle and Dub show. This is the other side of the
Father's
ball.
Day.
This is actually the recap.
I was just saying congratulations to all the teams that won. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
No, but you said JP gave us information on the Mizzle and Dub show.
Else. I'm just saying congratulations to all the teams that won. As we.
Your delay is crazy, Dub.
Yes.
Epic.
Look at him. Can we screenshot that look that he has on his face right now, Frozen?
Hey, because that's the look he always has when this shit happens.
I got it, JP.
What do we have coming out of the West?
Some gas.
I hate his Wi-Fi. He's still got that McDonald's Wi-Fi. Hasn't upgraded yet. Has not upgraded. I told him to at least get the Burger King and then go up from there. But
you know what? All y'all can.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, welcome back.
He did.
All love.
And there you go.
Again. Yeah, there he goes.
Had to get that
out. But I'll get so anyway, I'll close it out.
I was gonna say I'm about to get up out of here.
Let's say for 2-5 and JPA and everybody else that chimed in on the other side of the ball. We appreciate you guys chiming in and stay tuned we'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Sure. Later.
Yeah. Later. Give me a second. There it is. No, that's not it.